Welcome to one of the most beautiful campuses in the country, Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and home to the Red Hawks. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals, taking on another team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Red Hawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cardinals will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Red Hawks offense will take the field first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Looking for a gap. It's Brunson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking downfield, it's Finn. Pulls it in. It's Brunson. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're going back to the ground. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Hold. Offense.
So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. And they'll knock him down.
Well, in a second and forever situation, they hand it off, and they're able to get a big portion of yardage back now to at least give themselves an opportunity to convert this third down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Makes one man miss. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Red Hawks send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So the Ball State Cardinals offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good.
There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Ball State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. Finding themselves. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Redhawks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wide receiver. Creates a little space. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And that's another first down.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Back to throw, it's Finn. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Grabbed behind the line. It's Webster. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Looking deep down the right side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
First foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the inside, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking downfield, it's Finn. A little screen to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The short hands, it's Perry. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Finn. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Perry. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Finds his man. It's Reynolds. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Redhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Redhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Redhawks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Under fire! And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that, and I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on 2nd down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Roughing the passer. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
It'll be a draw. Spins away from the defense. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Horton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Kelly. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hamilton. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Ball State. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Back to pass, it's Finn. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Red Hawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Brunson. Turning it on! And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That's caught. It's Brunson. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, what a move. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Looking to pass. It's Kelly. Caught over the middle. It's Ashley. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they'll try the right side. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Ashley. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cardinals back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll do it himself. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. Gonna run it. It's Horton. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Here's the pressure. It's caught downfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Snagged in the middle. It's Weaver. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brunson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And the Redhawks have a lot of options on second and inches. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Holds it in. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To throw, it's Finn. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires deep on the run. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
At the 13-yard line. And that moves the chains for a first down.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Bringing the heat. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one.